Hi guys, Steph Elton here once again. If you just see me a couple of minutes ago doing a nostalgia review, good for you. Here I am again, right in the same spot. I have not moved since I've done my nostalgia review on modding. Once that's processed, you can go and see that. Or if it's already processed by the time you see this, go and see it. It's brilliant. So, anyway, that's good. Anyway, I'm doing another tag, and today it's the real question tag. Now, the reason I did that, because I just thought I'd do it in a really weird voice, because it's a weird question tag. Now, you might have seen, or actually, it's a 15 weird question tag. Now, some people have done this before. A YouTube channel I know called Kanan and Lucy, they've done it, and they've got some really good answers for there. So if you want to go and see them, you can. After you see mine, obviously. Don't go! Oh, you've gone. Anyway, for the people that say, good for you. Anyway, here we go. First question. What what's a nickname only your family calls you? Now, the only nickname I get called in my household or my family is Smuddins. Well, it varies from Smuddins, Little Smuddins, or Captain Smud. Which is kind of annoying. And it originated from my sister. Now, I don't know what the hell she saw in me that made me say, ah, why need to find an annoying name to give my little sister? Because I am such a big sister that way. Oh, she must have looked at my face and gone, Smud. Don't worry, but it comes to mind. Now, by the way, if you want to smell that, blah, sorry, put my teeth back here. Smell that, it's SCHMOODS. Smud. 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 Anyway. And then the worst habit happened when I brought my boyfriend over for the first time to stay at mine, and he picked up a really bad habit of Captain Snow. So anyway, next question: what's a weird habit of yours? I do the usual stuff like bite my nails, um, I fiddle, that kind of thing. But maybe that sounds weird for like me being a woman. I pick my nose. I do. When I was a kid, I used to fiddle stuff. Like when I used to just constantly fiddle until it broke. But now I still do fiddle with stuff, but I don't fiddle so much to the point where it breaks. But I don't know if there are any other weird habits I have. Like, I don't know, when I get nervous, I just sort of do stuff that I wouldn't usually do. I would sort of like do that, or I would just go really quiet and just be unsociable. So I don't know if that's weird in a sense or just whatever. Anyway, do you have any weird phobias? I guess what could be weird in a way. I am slightly scared of ghosts. I don't know why, but they seem quite creepy and kind of scary. And also the kind of fact that you're scared that if you bend over in front of a ghost, it might see your butt and think, I want to butt that with my horns and just kind of go for you. That kind of thing. Because they can. Apparently ghosts can do some real damage to you. And geese. Geese is another thing. You always have that animal that you're scared of, but it's not like a real phobia. And geese, like, I've just never been an animal I've been keen on. Because the difference between ducks and geese is I like ducks. They're cute, they're tiny, they've got cute little eyes, cute little beaks, and they go quack, 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 quack. Like a duck does. But, geese are big. I mean, ducks can be big. Geese are big, scary eyes, got ridges in their beaks, they hiss, you know, honk, honk, as in, gonna kill ya, gonna kill ya, that kind of thing. I just kind of don't feel comfortable around them. I kind of feel like, oh god, they're crazy. So yeah. What's a song you secretly love to blast and belt out when you're alone? Um, oh, there's many. I mean, The Wonder of You by Elvis Presley, I love. And I love the last bit, the real bit you built it. You know, the chorus says, and that's the wonder of you. But when you get to the end, it's like, and that's the wonder of you. And I just, oh, just really really going for it. But there's another song from, it was in the Eurovision Song Contest in 2006. It was Romania's entry. Can't remember what the dude's name was. But the song was called Tormero. Tormero, Tormero, la di da di da. And like the rest of the song was in English, but the chorus was in um, Romanian. But the best bit of all is the bit where you get to the bridge and it goes, I don't know why I didn't know. And the bit coming is like, I don't know why I didn't know your melody. And then you go to, I just, whenever I've got it in my headphones, I'm just like that. And so if you like, if you're driving like if I'm in the back seat, you're like driving, you look around, you're like, what the hell? I'm like, no, it's fine, I've just got Eurovision in my head. I love it. I mean, if I could actually sort of sing those notes, I would so sing that in a sing show. But it's not one that I would be so worried about. Kind of, I'm not so. Sometimes I am worried about it sounding in tune, but I think more of that bit is about have you got enough lung capacity to do it? Because you have to go, I didn't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have to like hold it for a couple of seconds. You have to really go for it. So then so before you go into Tormelo, you're like Tormelo, and just like ugh. But it's free. I love doing that song. I might go and listen to it later. I love that song. It's a really good one to kind of belt out as well. Uh, what's one of your biggest pet peeves? I think I've mentioned this before, right? But one of my pet peeves is probably noises. You know. Or one of my pet peeves is sort of birds. I don't know if it only happens once. But it was like when people just, I don't know if this is just kind of revenge in my life or karma, but when people just don't accept your opinion or kind of don't accept the fact that you want to do something else. Like my college tutor at the moment is like they thought I was going to go to university because I said there were certain things I wanted to do as a career but didn't want to go to university. So they said my vision was woolly. So they said, okay, make a personal statement and you know look at university. So I didn't do the personal statement, but I did do the research at university. But the fact is, I spoke to mum about it, and she said, you know, if you don't want to go to university, go with your gut instinct. Just, you know, the fact is, university isn't always for everyone, you know. so anyway, and of course my sister said about the third place that you can have, where basically you wait a year, and then if you find in a year's time you don't want to go because you've already got life, you can just turn it down. You don't always have to kind of take the offer. Everything. But you know, but then I spoke to him about it. He's like, yeah. So he didn't go go okay, tell me about it. He just stood there and just like, yeah. So what? You still have to apply. You know. He didn't even say something like, well, okay, but you still need to do the personal statement. And I would have gone, okay. But the fact that he took such a rubbish attitude with it, like, yeah. So what? You still have to apply. And I thought, just because I turned around and said, I don't want to go to university. That is something that I thought I was autistic with my autistic traits of putting everything into their boxes in the right places where everything has to follow in a specific order. Bloody hell, this guy. He probably thinks, right, you go to school, you go to college, and then you go to university, and then you go to work. Okay, I'm skipping out one of the bits, one of the chapters. But my God. And then also the other day we were talking about some people talk to like you cast statements and stuff like that. And I think some people talk about what they were going to do in the future. And he said, you know, the most important thing in life is an education. Well, yeah, it is important to have an education because then you can get jobs. Yeah, a job is quite important as well. Because if you get a qualification, that's brilliant. What? But is your qualification going to pay for a car? Is your qualification going to pay for a flat or a house or a living accommodation? Is your flat going to pay for a family, pay for children, pay for gas bills, mortgages, insurance, um, your telephone bills? No. Qualifications will get you a job, but it doesn't pay you anything. You have a qualification that gets you a job for money. Like I said to him, there's certain things I want to do. Like there's certain things I want to get. I'm not going to get them without getting a job. Like I said, I want a car. One of the things I want in life now, not to go to university, not to get a university course, car. I so want a car. I'm not going to get a car if I don't start earning money. And also, the fact is, me and my boyfriend planned about going on holiday in September, and I do not want to push that back another 3 years. I mean, we've already been going out for 3 years, and yet he's assuming that I'm just push it back and just, well, the fact that it's like, I'm not going to push it back another 3 years for me just to get your education, for you to be happy. I'm so glad that he's not my dad, actually, in a sense. I'm really glad he's not my dad. But the fact is, I had him in the individual tutorial with me, and I had another tutor with me, and they're like, oh, you don't want to be a part-time cleaner forever. And also, they did say to me that I would be really good at university, and I wouldn't spend, I wouldn't waste the 3 years on drinks, which is true in a sense. I probably would study really well, but in a sense, in my mind, how my brain works. With university, you have to catch up with, you have to do the coursework, you have to do independent learning, you have to go to lectures and jot down the stuff at like a million miles an hour. That's going to be pretty stressful for me. I find that quite stressful enough at college, but with university, you have to put that on top of earning money for your rent, keeping your flat clean, inspection, feeding yourself, making sure you get enough sleep, making sure you eat the right types of food, making sure you stay clean, and make sure your flat stays clean and that kind of thing, making sure you go to the doctors and whatever appointments you need. I'm not going to be able to deal with that. And also if I'm studying like 200 miles away from home, in say Manchester or something, without mum and dad being there, only them being like a phone call away or being able to see them at the weekend to sort the problems out. No, I'd rather be nearer to home. Thank you. The fact is, I'm really glad that in a sense I had those two tutors, sort of interrogating, sort of grilling me and stuff. But I had a massive army of friends to back me up. Anyway, carry on. So, yeah, that's one of my pet peeves. But basically, you just say no to something and they just don't accept the fact that, you know, you want to do something else. It's just like saying, oh, you've got to be a doctor. Well, I don't want to be a doctor. I want to be an actor. Yeah, I'm just glad that she's it. I'm not going to mention names because it has some sort of dignity and some respect. But I'm just glad you're not my dad. Anyway, what's one of your nervous habits? This is question number 6. I guess one of my nervous habits is if I'm really nervous about something or really anxious. I find it really hard to speak. I actually find it physically hard to speak, and if I do, it's really timid. I don't know. Well, I guess in a sense I feel tingly and I feel cold, but that's probably not habit. But in a sense, in a sense, I do. I just become very kind of unsociable, that kind of thing. I sort of do this and that kind of thing. I sort of kind of push myself up and that kind of thing. I move around really slowly. I walk slowly, and I don't want anyone to be near me in my personal space because I feel like when I'm anxious and nervous, my the bubble that was around me that makes me feel calm and confident and able to do stuff, that's gone. So I feel very exposed in a sense. I feel like I can't exactly conceal myself well. Okay. What size of bed do you sleep on? Well, my bed's a single bed. So pretty much the whole bed is a size. But it in a sleeping position, sometimes I sleep on my side either my left side, or I sleep on my right side, or I sleep on my back. But sometimes I actually sleep on my front, which is actually quite a comfortable position for me sometimes. I don't know why, but I sort of thought about this the other day. It's probably back from when I was a newborn, where I wouldn't sleep on my back, and they said that you should never put a baby onto its front because it can cause it to kind of die. You know, it can kill it in a sense. But my mum and dad cannot get me to sleep on my back, so they turn me over onto my front, slept the whole night, and yet I survived. So I'm not saying you should do it because oh yeah they say you shouldn't do it, but yeah, as a safety precaution, don't do it. you know, that kind of thing. But I actually do find it really comforting. Like if I find it really hard to sleep one night, I'll just go into my phone and rest it. Relax. Okay. What was the first stuffed animal and its name? Oh, blimey, I can't remember. I can't remember, but we had loads of stuffed toys, me and my sister, right? They were like massive, massive stuffed toys. But there are some very special ones that I have in my room, up there. You might have seen in some videos where my laptop or iPad or my pillow facing my TV and stuff. I've got like my ragdoll Tiggy, who I think has appeared in one of my videos. She's very special to me because my granny made her. I've got a bear that's black with blue, green, and pink hearts on it. He was a very special gift from my boyfriend. So when we first started dating, he got me that whilst I was away on holiday, and he got me that from Build-A-Bear. And I thought it was an engagement ring because he said, "Oh, I've got a surprise for you for when you come back." And then and then we were on the way to Onga, and I was like, "Oh, what about this surprise?" And he's like, "No, I think it was on the way to Everland." He was like, "Oh, I forgot the bear." You know, and I turned out to be a teddy bear because I thought it was going to be an engagement ring, he was going to ask me to marry him, but the fact that we were only going out for 2 months. So he called engagement. I've got a white bear up there that's got like a heart saying Happy Valentine's Day or I love you or something like that because that was a Valentine's gift. I've got a Roo stuffed toy, I've got Sylvester stuffed toy, I've got an alien stuffed toy, I've got some little ones up there, I've got Robert stuffed toy, and I've got my Kermit stuffed toy, which I cuddle up with sometimes at night. That kind of thing. Because before I got my Kermit toy, I got this Kermit toy, because this was back when they released the 2011 film The Muppet. And pretty much, I wanted to get the soft toy, but I thought, no, I've got to make a grown up kind of decision, and I got the Kermit Muppet, which is really good if I want a big cup of tea. You know. So yeah. But definitely out of all of them, I think in a sense, what's the most, it's not exactly the first, it's not really the first, but I think the most sacred one to me is Biggie. Okay. What drinks do you always, what's the drink you always order at Starbucks? I don't always order it, but it differs. Sometimes I get a tea, or most of the time, well, I'll tell you something, the size I always get, the size I always order in is medium, because apparently large is a butt. And the medium size can fill you up quite nicely, you don't need a cake or anything on the side. But depending what drink, what goes into the kind of size medium cup, I'll get, sometimes I'll get a tea, or I'll get a latte, you know, but most of the time it's either a tea or a latte. But the size I always order is a medium. What what's a beauty rule you preach but never actually practice? I always try and moisturize in a sense, but you know, I always say about moisturizing, but the fact is I only moisturize like my arms and my legs is when I shave them. But in a sense, like sometimes I moisturise my face, but I think in a sense that just kind of adds to the greasiness, and I want to just reduce the greasiness on my face, even though it's a lot less greasy than it used to be when I was a lot younger before I went on. So yeah. Which way do you face in the shower? um, I think. Um, right. If I'm in the shower, like, imagine this is a shower. Like, most of the time, I will either face the cabinets where we keep, like, shampoos and that kind of thing, or I'll face the, like, that cabinet. Here's the wall that I will usually face, and then there's the shower curtain, and then right behind me is the shower. So most of the time I would face this wall, basically. Um, so very rarely I face the shower. I mean, I face the shower to do like teeth occasionally. Occasionally I do my teeth, but saying I occasionally do my teeth and brush my teeth in the shower. It's not saying I occasionally brush my teeth. I always brush my teeth, but occasionally do that to like sort of wash my face. And like I actually wash my face with stuff in the shower. Um, do you have a weird body? It says, it says it. Do you have any weird body skills? Let's put the fingers back up. That is my weird body skill. Look at that. Basically, it's keeping this knuckle straight and this one bent. So yeah, I have to try. Like, I can't do it for too long, otherwise it will break the fingers or like the tendons might snap. I never had the tendon snap, but I just don't want to find out. So yeah, I was gonna go on Brainiac. They used to have a thing called "Thing My Body Can Do," and this guy came on one time and he was like, "Hi, my name's so and so, and the thing that my body can do is this." And I'm like, "Damn it, I was gonna do that." So I'm probably not the only one that can do it. So I'm not alone, so it shows I'm not weird. What's your favourite comfort food that's bad but love to eat anyway? Do you want bad sweet favourite? Do you want favourite sweet comfort food? Favourite savoury comfort food? Favourite comfort food treat? Favourite addictive comfort food? Well, I think my favourite one for savoury's got to be crisps. Always. Either that or a little bit of cheese, like Bavarian. Um, sometimes, if it's a sweet one, probably either chocolate or I'll go for a chocolate bread and jam sandwich. That is really nice. Don't knock it until you try it. Literally, what I recommend: milk chocolate spread, possibly Cadbury, other chocolate is available, and raspberry jam. That is a white, so nice. Don't even need butter. Do not even need butter. It is so nice. It's really good. It's just like peanut butter and jam. But instead of having peanut butter, you have chocolate spread. So it's chocolatey. Well, it's just basically chocolate and fruit. Like chocolatey fruit treat. It's just instead of being like a whole kind of chocolate treat, it's between two slices of bread. Really? Yeah. But also another thing I find, like another comfort. It was not exactly a comfort food, but a comfort drink. But I love it when I get out of the bath or shower and I've made myself a cup of tea and I've let it cool down enough to where it's warm and like milky. Like if I make a milky one and it's just warm enough to sort of stay warm, especially like in my current one, and I just guzzle it and I love it. Where I just kind of guzzle it down and it just leaves me with a lovely feeling um, like I just guzzled down a lovely bottle of milk, like a baby's bottle of milk. You know, it's just really, really nice. I just love it. It's just, I don't know why, the reason I like that as a comfort treat, it's the fact that it leaves me with a really nice feeling. Or sometimes if I'm in bed, then I'll just sort of guzzle it down. Not like that, but but it's just really, really nice. It just leaves me with a really nice feeling. I'm feeling bad about it and I'm not able to speak. Anyway, what's a phrase or exclamation you always say? Um, I use LNG quite a lot. Oh my god. Sometimes I use what the fuck or WTF if you want to put it that way. I'm not quite sure. Sometimes I'll say what the fuck doodle, you know. But those are usually the ones I use. Okay. And the last question, the 15th question. Trying to sleep. What are you actually wearing? Now this differs. It varies. Sometimes I will wear a night dress. Sometimes I'll wear pajamas. Sometimes I'll wear a vest top and underwear. Or times I'll just wear underwear. But sometimes I'll sleep naked in my bed. I will. Doesn't bother me. Because well, I've always liked the sensation sometimes of a kiss. Once again, it's not a sexual thing. Hey, hey. All the kind of weird impressions of away. You know. But I don't know, I just kind of like the feeling of like my duvet, my soft duvet, just kind of rubbing up against my skin. Okay, let's just put it a different way to that, so it doesn't seem sexual. I just like the fact, like how it kind of glides over me, like it how it just kind of moves over my skin. That's like really, really nice. It's just a nice sensation. It's just a nice feeling. So that is it. Real. So I just got to do my big speech at the end. That's it. Ugh, excuse me, I don't know why I'm yawning my head off. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, lasting about 26 minutes, 50 seconds, so probably going longer, as it usually does. If you want to see the other tag videos that I've done, you can. Oh, I have to tag someone in this, because I did in the last one. Anyway, if you guys that I'm about to tag are watching this, listen out. Okay, the people that I tag are FilmBuff06, Wolfie Luke 5971, along with Wolfie Chick. I know Kaden and Lucy have done this, so but anyway, you get a little mental hi guys. I could have done that more frankly. Hi guys. But Rose and Rosie, I tag you guys as well. So I hope you've enjoyed it. You can go and find my other videos and stuff. If you really like my videos, subscribe. And you get to find out about loads more videos and stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this. This has been the 15 Weird Questions tag. I've been Steph Felton. It's been good fun. Keep yourself safe and remember, stay dramatic.